Should I explain why I got a mic?
Probably.
Okay, so I've been exchanging emails with like people who do a good podcast, Radio Camp Half Blood.
We're not a good podcast. I'm offended. To be fair, it's
Sarah,
the only podcast I do.
Sarah, what is this being recorded on?
An iPhone?
Where are we?
In a closet?
Yes.
We gotta start someplace, okay?
Would you qualify a podcast being filmed, recorded on an iPhone in a closet a good podcast?
We don't judge it by what it is. We judge it by its quality.
Yes, and the quality just got better because we got a clip-on mic, except I only got one, so instead of it being clipped onto either one of us, we clipped it onto the ear of Totoro, and it is sat between us.
Yeah.
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 So yeah, you know.
That's one.
I got a good mic. We probably need a second one, but we got a good mic.
We're going places. Slowly, but we're going places.
What kind of places are we going?
Clearly a closet.
We're just going to another closet.
Yeah.
Just a slightly fancier closet. That's where we're going.
Yeah. That's where we're aiming for, is a slightly better closet.
Where are we going to get that closet? You don't have a closet.
I'm actually going to be moving soon, so maybe I'll get a closet, and maybe it'll be slightly better than this one.
Are you suggesting we film in your slightly fancier closet?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm even going to have a closet.
Oh.
So we're going to find out once I move.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts about Sarah here.
Facts about Sarah. She's moving, and she might or might not get a closet.
And it might be slightly better than this one. We don't know yet.
Yeah. So, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, welcome to the podcast.
It's the MCU review. This week, Guardians of the Galaxy. And a new mic.
What if I get, like, a walk-in closet?
Isn't this a walk-in closet?
Yes, but, like, what if I get a bigger, like, one of those fancy ones?
You mean, like, the ones rich people have?
Yes, but, like, slightly smaller.
Ah. So one for your, like, not Gucci at all bags.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even buy fake Gucci. You'd be like, no, that's ugly.
Yeah, no. I would keep with my weird bags that I find every now and then.
Just a hollow... It's just filled with holographic, like, fanny packs. Bum bags for people who aren't American.
Yeah.
How weird of a phrase is that, bum bag?
It's very weird.
I mean, it's weirder for them, because fanny doesn't mean butt.
Yeah, it means do the thing.
No, it means lady parts, Sarah.
This week, I get to summarize.
Yeah, it's Sarah's turn. It's what, Sarah? It's what?
The reason why it's my turn this week is because it was your turn last week because it was a Captain America movie, and you like Captain America.
Yeah, I don't talk about my husband in such ways. You can't address him.
So...
Sarah's laughing at the fact that I just called Captain America my husband.
So anyway, moving on with life. Oh, jeez.
He's my husband. He just doesn't know it yet.
Jeez. Okay. So if you go back, if you are a listener to the other podcast and you're like, why did Liz go twice? It's because Captain America. And why did Sarah just now start doing hers? Yeah, now you know.
Blah, 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 blah.
Logistics.
Learning things.
Okay.
So, Sarah, please summarize Guardians of the Galaxy for me. Hold up. First off, I want to say that,
you didn't.
I haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy until today. Second off, I made a weird, like, I realized something yesterday. Okay.
Yeah.
Roswell, right?
Who?
Roswell. It's a town in New Mexico.
Okay.
It's known for aliens.
Uh-huh.
So Roswell equals aliens, right?
Yeah.
Thor is an alien.
Okay.
Roswell is a town in New Mexico. Thor, the movie, takes place in New Mexico. Coincidence? I think not. That's literally what I wrote. That's what I wrote.
That's great.
Yeah. So you can commence with your summary. I just wanted to share that with everyone. It's not a coincidence. It is magic, like me.
Okay. So we start out with Star-Lord
Yep. As
arriving to a planet.
Oh yeah, that's not.
And then
not when
he
was
does. He
gets the orb.
He holds up a thing that casts a hologram showing him where to go. He goes there. He gets the orb. He magnetizes the orb out of like this force field thing, and then as soon as he does that,
people show up.
Yeah,
they're like,
people
nope,
show
you can't
up,
do that.
And they're like, oh, we need that orb, and he's like, yeah, but like it's shiny. I got people to hand it to. How about no?
They're not happy about that. No.
Yeah.
And so there's a fight.
Wait, no, I think it does. It start out with.
It might be. Are you thinking it might start off of when he was a kid and he was abducted by aliens?
So got stuff mixed up here. It starts out when he's like Star-Lord is a little kid and he's like in a hospital right now and he's sitting down listening to music and then after that
someone shows up and they're like, hey, your mom wants to talk to you.
And so he's like, fine, as little kids are. But we find out that he's in the hospital because his mom has cancer and is dying. And the mom's like, hi, I'm handing you this thing. I'm dying. I just kind of want to say goodbye, sort of. I love you. And then she dies. And then he, like, gets mad. And then they shoo him out of the room with no one to watch him. And so...
he runs outside.
So him being a kid, wanting to get away from all of this, runs outside, gets abducted, and... then it shows the him getting the orb. And then he like escapes from these people.
They work for Ronan.
They work for Ronan. And it turns out like on a ship that was getting tossed, turned upside down and all of that, that there was a girl on it. That
he had a lady friend.
He did the lady friend thing.
Not a girlfriend, a lady friend.
And
hence lady friend.
He forgot her name, and she is offended.
Yeah.
And
no.
But like apparently that doesn't matter because you see her like sitting drinking like coffee. I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. And apparently what are the people who look like humans that live on that? No, they like had
Zendarian?
they had the same coloring, but there were people who were pink, and then there were people who looked like humans.
Zendarian?
I don't know. Because I was thinking...
I don't know their alien name.
It's fine. Never mind.
I know that some of them lives in Zendarian. One was a slave in nowhere. That's all I know.
I was just...
I don't know logistics.
I want to know what the people who look like human... Like, they look human.
Humanoid.
Like, nothing... No, they're
humanoids.
They're humanoids. They're not from Earth, but, like, they look exactly like humans. Not the pink ones. Not the pink ones.
Zendarian.
Okay.
They look exactly like... Yeah, they look human, but apparently they're not. They're Zendarians.
How they're different? I don't know.
They got like 2 hearts or something.
They're Time Lords?
Yeah, they're Time Lords. Actually,
what?
Gallifreyan.
Amy Pond is there.
Amy Pond's just like, hey guys, what's
Why
up?
am I blue?
Why am I blue? How did I get here? Rory? And Rory's just exactly the same. Because he's like plastic. He's like...
What?
He got turned into like one of the Romans that were plastic. Spoiler alert.
Oh, I have
his
to. His
fingers go whoop.
I'm not.
I'm not
caught up on Doctor Who.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
He is like plastic. And yeah.
It just made me sad. I couldn't continue. I'm sorry.
Okay. Anyway, back to the movie thing. And they're sitting drinking coffee, and he's like messing with like the TV. The TV is like this hologram thing, and it's playing like the Kree have signed a peace treaty, and the Koreans or whatever you call them are outraged because it's a peace treaty, and they're all about war, and they're rioting.
Woo, riot!
And then all of a sudden he gets a call, and the girl's like, you got a call, and then he's like, no, don't answer that, and then she goes, boop. My bad. And so it turns out to be the guy that kidnapped him.
When he was a baby. Well, not a baby, but a little kid.
I don't remember his...
Arrow guy.
Yeah, the guy that whistles and all that. And he's like, hey, I'm on the planet you took the orb from. Where are you at now? And he is like, well, you see, I went ahead of you. I'm gonna go sell the... I'm gonna do things.
Yeah.
With the orb.
You're not invited, sorry.
Yeah, you're not invited. He's like, and then the guy's like, tell me where you are. And he's like, oh no! Boop, bye.
And then he's wanted dead.
Yeah, and then,
What? He's wanted alive.
The guy's
so
like,
he can kill him.
The guy's like, I want $40K on him.
Yeah. A bounty.
Bounty on him. Alive. So I can kill him.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we should have just sold him to his father. And he's like, oh, whatever. And they get on their ship and they go, boom!
Arrow Whistle guy keeps on telling him that they wanted to eat him, but that's not what happened. He was actually a bounty originally.
Yeah. And, after that,
yes.
he arrives on Zandari.
You don't have to say the planet name. You
can
just say a planet.
Because I know it.
It's the only planet name you know besides Nowhere.
Nowhere's not even a planet. It's a skull of like a
thing.
Like a giant. Yeah.
I don't know.
And those are the only two things besides Terra, which is Earth.
Yeah.
And
oh, there's another thing in there. That's cool. Why did your phone just go vroom?
I don't know.
Your phone went vroom.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay,
and, apparently it doesn't matter.
And so he's trying to sell the orb to the broker, and then he messed up and was like, Ronan wants
it, apparently.
Orb.
Some guy named Ronan. I don't know who he is.
And he's like, Ronan?
I want nothing to do with that.
Yeah, nothing. And then he pushes him out.
And then Gamora's there.
Earlier they were like, I want that orb.
Yeah, Ronan was like, I want that orb. And he told Nebula and Gamora.
Gamora's like, I got it. And then left to go get it. And then she tried to seduce him.
And she's like, hey, I'm just casually eating a rib. What you doing?
I don't know. She's eating something juicy.
Space stuff.
Space food.
Whatever. It's not freeze-dried ice cream, but it's space food. It's face food.
Space food.
It's fine.
And then after that, they get into a fight over the orb. Well, before that,
Rocket was like, hey, that dude has a bounty, 40K. Let's take him. Groot, stop drinking from the fountain. Gosh darn it.
And Groot's like, I don't know what you're talking. New fountain, who dis?
Why?
Yeah, because I could. And,
why are you laughing at me?
Because you found that so hilarious. New fountain, who dis? And, eventually all of them get into a fight. And with that fight, they, all get arrested.
Disturbing the peace, yo.
And, they get taken to this jail.
Yeah. Rocket is a raccoon that was experimented on.
Yeah. And then you get, like, their formal introductions, which is Peter Quill, Gamora.
Goes by Star-Lord. Stupid name. Who goes by Star-Lord?
And then, Rocket, Groot, and all of them. And then they're in a prison, and they're like, we gotta get out of here. And then Rocket's like, I've broken out of 22 prisons. This is gonna be my 23rd. I know what I'm doing. And then,
people want to kill Gamora.
Yeah.
And then Peter's like, hey, Drax, don't kill Gamora, because she betrayed Ronan, and so he's gonna come for Gamora, and then you can kill Drax, you can kill Ronan then. And Drax didn't understand. Yeah. Finger to the throat means murder.
Metaphors go right over his head, but not really, because his reflexes are too fast.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch all of them.
Yeah.
He knows how metaphors work. He just catches them,
Yeah. Of course, that's how they work. And then, Rocket is like, I got a plan. I'm gonna need that thing in the middle, and it has, like, a quantum battery.
We need to get that last.
Yeah.
I need that guy's leg.
Yeah, I need that guy's leg, and I need a wrist thing, like an arm thing from the guards to access the doors.
Yep.
And then Groot's like, oh, you needed need a thing in the middle? And as they're saying, we need that last, Groot just rips it down. It's like, here you go. And Rocket's like, well, I guess the plan's now. Go get it.
You know, I have a plan of attack.
Attack. We're gonna be those nerds that know, like, so many, like...
Okay, how about this? When, like, we finish all of the movies, we'll do, like, an episode a month, and we'll just weird games involving the Marvel MCU. And one of them can be naming, naming a quote from every movie.
Okay, yeah. Or, like...
From memory.
Or, like, we have, like, quotes from every movie in, like, a bag, and we have to choose which quote that movie was from.
Yeah, where this quote, your pelvic sorcery. What movie is that from?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Duh,
of course. And so they get all the stuff, including the leg, and
Rocket's just like, I didn't need the leg. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was funny. It was a joke. Come on, guy. We don't actually need the leg, but it's my leg now. You know.
It's mine now, and so they're being shot at through the stuff, and then they're like, we need to go. We need that plan, Rocket. And he's like, I'm working on it. And so he finally does it, and his plan was to get rid of the
gravity,
artificial gravity everywhere but where they were, and then he attached the weird rocket things that were firing at them to the bottom of it, and then they blasted through some doors. I
just want to mention a quote that Gamora says while that's happening.
Yeah.
I'm going to die surrounded by the biggest idiots in the galaxy. I actually have a note about that. You die a different way, Gamora.
Yeah.
Too soon?
Too soon. And they get out, they get all their stuff, and they go to nowhere, which is where the collector is.
I know nowhere.
Yeah.
Wait, is it nowhere or is it everywhere?
It's nowhere and
what?
everywhere.
I don't understand this.
I don't understand that reference.
I get that reference.
I get that Okay. And then from...
I feel like half of the things we say is just referencing other MCU movies.
Yeah, well, we watched...
10 of them.
10
This
of
is
them.
the 10th.
We watched 10 of them.
Yep. There are 10 left.
Yeah.
There are 20 movies in the MCU out so far.
Right now.
Knowledge.
This date, whatever that is.
It's the 11th of August, Sarah.
It's my birth month, and I don't even know.
How do you not know?
And so from there, they get into like a bar fight. It's resolved. Drax goes to like this radio.
I feel like you skipped a part where they escape, go to nowhere, and
nowhere.
try and talk to the... Oh yeah, we had the thing where we just kept on saying nowhere. Okay.
Yeah, we're in nowhere right now. And then they get in a bar fight.
Rocket and Drax.
Drax, at the end of the bar fight, goes to...
off on his own.
To, like...
Send a telegram to Ronan.
Yeah. And then, while the bar fight was about to happen, Gamora and Peter were, like, dancing, and then...
The quote, I will not fall for your pelvic sorcery.
Yeah, happened. And then, they're like, we don't need Drax, let's just go to the deal, because... At the end
he said he didn't want any money, so, you know...
At the end of the deal, the servant for,
The collector?
The collector shows up and's like, hey, gotta go. And they're like, oh, okay, let's just go, we don't need Drax.
Yeah.
And so they do that, and,
They go to the collector.
They go to the collector.
The collector's like, hey, Groot, when you die, can I, like, have your body and stuff?
And Groot's like, yeah, and then Rocket's
no,
like,
Groot's like, I am Groot, and Rocket's like, why? So he can turn you into a chair?
Yeah. Assumingly, Groot said yes, and Rocket was like, no, we're not doing that, stop it.
Does the collector speak Groot?
I don't know, it never tells us.
Because, I mean, otherwise he wouldn't be able to
understand. But, Groot did nod.
No, okay. Yeah.
He did go, yes.
Sure, you know.
And then, from there, they learned that they were in the, they had in their possession the Power Infinity Stone.
Yeah, man.
And they learn what Infinity Stones are and what this one does. They learn really well because the servant is like, I will no longer be your slave, and then touches it.
And then
everything goes bad. Except for the Doge.
The Doge. No, all of the class, like, prisons, like, break.
Yeah.
Earlier they passed a dog in a spacesuit.
Supposedly the first dog sent to space.
I mean, it looked American, and the first dog in space was Russian, Sarah.
I don't know. No, I thought that was a monkey.
No, I'm pretty
sure. The first, like, animal in space was a monkey, and that was Russian.
I'm pretty sure it was a dog.
Anyway, American dog was there in an American spacesuit. And so...
Doing American things.
The dog is safe.
Yeah.
The dog is safe.
We see the dog later, it's fine.
And then,
the Doge is not wounded. It is imprisoned, but it's not wounded.
I mean, the dog didn't really care because he went up to the collector and licked him.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they all get out semi-safe, and when they get out, they see Drax is, like, facing off these spaceships, and out comes Ronan.
Because Drax was an idiot and telegrammed Ronan because he was like, I'm gonna fight. I'm half drunk, but I'm gonna fight you. Oh, yeah, we didn't talk about Drax's motivation for wanting to kill Ronan.
Because Ronan killed his...
wife and child. Yep, not his mother.
I wanted to say mother and son.
That is the opposite of wife and child. I hope you know that.
I know.
The opposite of mother and son is wife and child. Well, technically it's his wife and daughter.
Yeah,
so.
I said mother and son.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm stupid. We know this.
That's already been established,
Yeah,
Sarah.
that's already been established.
It's fine.
And then
continue with the summary, please.
And then they get into this fight. Gamora goes out in space, and followed by Peter and Rocket. Drax gets horribly beaten and thrown into what I assume is like spinal fluid.
I mean, it looked kind of like that pit of acid from Suicide Squad that Harley Quinn jumps in.
I mean, it didn't kill her, so I'm guessing maybe.
I mean, I thought it was like acid or bleach or something.
No, they're in the head of a like.
No, I meant
whatever, and so I'm assuming that's like some sort of fluid from it.
I meant in Suicide Squad. I think it was like bleach or something.
It was like acid.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was acid, and then you disagreed with me. It's fine.
No, I thought you were talking about what he was thrown into.
I know. I'm just saying that the stuff he was thrown into reminded me of the thing that she jumped into.
I think it was acid. It might have been.
And then Joker jumped in and saved her.
Because he couldn't deal without.
Yeah, he's just like, oh gosh, darn it.
I love her too much.
I mean, they barely knew each other. I don't think it's love.
I lust after her too much.
After that point, I mean, I think he was like, I made her crazy. Might as well save her. I mean, there's something better to do.
It was something weird.
They had emotions. They caught feelings.
They caught them feelings.
As did everyone in the audience. They caught them feels. Because apparently Jared Leto's hot.
Yeah, I guess.
I like that I said, apparently he's hot, and you're like, sure, I guess.
Yeah. And anyway, we got on Suicide Squad. We're in the MCU, not the DCU. And,
the only DCU movie I've seen is actually Suicide Squad. And I saw it in theaters.
I also saw it in theaters.
We didn't see it together.
But I did see other DCU.
I haven't. I wanted to see the one with the Flash in it because I think the Flash is cool. Barry Allen,
the Justice League.
Yeah, that one. Yes.
Yes.
I don't know the names of them.
I wanted to see it too, but I heard really bad reviews. But
I heard it was bad, and I heard the only thing good about it was Barry Allen, which that's the only reason I wanted to see it was because Barry Allen.
I want to see it. I just want to see it. I mean, I watched all of the Batman movies.
Yeah, you did.
So, those aren't really the best, but I still like them. I think I have...
Sarah's obsessed with Batman.
I think I have Dark Knight Rises. If you put it on, I could,
quote it.
Yeah.
Not as well as The Lion King.
Not
though.
as well as The Lion King. I could sit here and quote to you all day.
Sarah knows Hamlet with lions to a T, guys. She.
I grew up with it, so.
Except the ending doesn't include everyone dying.
Yeah.
It's like Hamlet with lion, except not death.
The funny thing is, Hamlet is one of my favorite.
Hamlet's your favorite Shakespeare
player?
I actually think I haven't. The only thing
to be or not to be.
The only one I can quote is Romeo and Juliet, except for alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio, from Hamlet, because Hamlet's talking to a skull, and he's like, I'm gonna pretend to be crazy, and then, double boiling trouble, Macbeth!
Yeah. I do really like Macbeth, though.
The one where the guy is like, wait, does he kills people for power, but his wife makes him do it?
Yeah. One of my favorite lines from scenes from Macbeth. Yeah. I think we've talked about this before. Is where the wife is gone insane because she thinks she has blood on her hands, but she's asleep. That's one of my favorite scenes.
And she's like trying to wash her hands.
Yeah, she's like, it won't come off. And then there's this maid that has called a doctor, and the maid's like, she's insane, and the doctor's like, yep.
Let's just get out of here.
Yeah.
Hope she doesn't wake up and stab us.
Yeah, and they all exit scene. The maid and the doctor exit scene, and then the wife's like, I should go to bed. Yeah, that's one of my favorite scenes. Anyway, we were in nowhere.
We were after Drax. Drax was in a pit of Harley Quinn acid.
Yeah, and then Gamora pod got blown up
by Nebula. Amy Pond.
And
hashtag where is Roy at?
Hashtag where is Roy?
Hashtag favorite ginger.
Yeah. And then so
my favorite ginger will always be the Doctor. The Doctor hasn't been ginger, but in my heart he is.
Oh, yeah.
In my heart, the Doctor's a ginger, even though I have only seen.
Now the Doctor is now female.
I know the Doctor. I heard that. Okay, do you want to know how far behind I am in Doctor Who?
How?
I watched all of 9.
Okay.
I watched up until Rose was sent to the one place.
Oh, you are way.
I know, I'm way behind, and I tried to watch more, but I was like, this. Okay, it was the one where the chick tried to get married, and evil stuff happened. Yeah, Donna, and I was just like, no, she's annoying me right now. And then I watched the next episode because I was told to. And I was like, no, this other lady's annoying me right now.
The Doctor goes on, the 10th Doctor
goes on
for a while.
Tennant was my favorite, probably because he's attractive. Or maybe because he's funny, I don't know. But then I watched part of 11, the first part of 11, up to the part with, I think it was up to the part with the Weeping Angels. And I was like,
you're far
I'm real far behind. I got confused, so I was just like, I can't right now. That's how far behind I am in Doctor Who. I really liked it for a while, but then I got confused, and then I got sad, and so I just stopped.
I haven't finished the 12th.
You haven't finished the 12th? We just know it's a lady.
No, it's the
13th?
Whatever one is the
old guy?
Yeah.
He's 12, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, because Tennant's 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt Smith's 11.
Yeah, the numbers get weird because they introduced the War Doctor, and so it kind of gets jumbled up, and then 10 did 2 regenerations as still being 10.
10 was just like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
So the numbers get kind of jumbled, but I think, don't quote me, 12.
Old guy's 12.
Yeah. I don't remember the voice actor. I mean, the actor.
The voice actor.
The voice actor.
It's just the dude, the old guy. You see, it's not actually the voice coming out of him. Isn't him? It's Matt Smith doing an old guy voice.
I would love that.
Sad. It's Matt Smith being like, I'm old. I'm a doctor. Did you hear the theory before 12 came out that the Doctor was getting older?
Yeah.
But physically, he was getting younger.
Yeah, until
it was the old guy and was like, well, that theory's garbage. Oh, well.
That's out the window.
Good job, old guy who I don't know. I know Matt Smith. I know David Tennant. Did you know his last name really isn't Tennant?
It isn't?
No, he, like, I don't know.
I changed it?
Yeah, originally his name was, like, something else. Legally, you can change your last name, Sarah.
Okay.
Did you not know you can legally change your last name?
I knew you could change your first and your middle, but I did not know.
Legally?
Like, without marriage, you could change your last name.
You just go to the...
I was just thinking you marry some random person who's like, yep.
Gonna take your name.
Thanks for your last name. And now we're divorced.
I think it would just be annulled at that point. If you were just got married then divorced, I think you would just get annulled.
Yeah, but, like, you stay... I don't know. I didn't know you could actually change your last name.
You can.
Okay. The more you know.
Yep. Okay, then.
Okay, back to the recap. Oh!
Yeah, it's a recap, because, Captain America, the best Avenger, the first Avenger. And, OG's always the best. Unless we're talking about smartphones.
Yeah, we established that last podcast.
About what?
The recap.
Yeah, the recap. Captain America. How dumb were we that we didn't realize that?
Super.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And so, Gamora get exposed, and then Quill's like, I can't leave her. So
I can't feel.
Zondar is that who?
Zondar?
Yeah.
Are you talking about Whistlehead
blue
dude?
guy, yeah. Is that his name?
Maybe. Okay, so...
I think it's Zondar, don't quote me.
Quill calls...
the blue dude.
Blue dude. I feel like you should call him Whistleman, just because there are several blue dudes.
Blue man group.
All of the guys who are blue in the movie, they get together for one,
song.
Extra, blooper or, gag reel or whatever.
They should.
And it's just... them singing.
Yeah. Acapella-ing, too.
Did you just say acapella-ing?
Yes.
I don't think acapella...
It is now. Anyway.
It's not a word.
Continue. We have to continue on with this.
It's taking a while, I know. I'm sorry.
And then, he gives his, coordinates out to that dude, and then he gives Gamora his, mask thing, and then, the blue dude saves him.
And Gamora.
And
Rocket goes away, because he's like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not getting captured. You guys are crazy.
Rocket goes to the other guys, and they're like, they're crazy! They're crazy! We're leaving. Come on, Groot. And Groot's like, no! We saved them.
No, he says I am Groot. He says I am Groot.
Yes, but,
it means...
we saved them.
They're our friends.
Yeah. They're friends.
And the Rocket's like, there's only two of us. And then Drax is like, I'm number 3.
Number 3.
I'm cool. I'm here. I got some bongos.
That he does not have bongos. And, so...
He has bongos.
He does not have bongos.
He has bongos!
Anyway, they go back to Peter and Gamora, and they're convincing...
What if his nipples are bongos?
And they go back to... And they go back, the camera goes back to Peter, and he's convincing the Ravengers not to kill him. And they do, and then they're like, we gotta save the world, and they're like, ugh, fine. And then Rocket shows up and is like... And Rocket is like...
Sarah's so offended by my bongos.
Rocket is like, give us the guys in 5 seconds or we blow you all up. 5, 4, and then Quill and Gamora are like, hey, no, stop it.
We made a deal with them. Please don't murder us. Chillax, bruh.
And then they're like, I have a plan to stop Ronan. And they're like, how much of a plan? He's like, 12%.
An argument could be made for 15, Sarah.
Yeah.
That is a quote from Iron Man. Oh, actually, The Avengers, sorry. It's a quote from Tony Stark.
Yeah.
But it's in the movie The Avengers.
No, I think it's,
No, it's in The Avengers, because right after that, Phil comes in. Remember? Agent Coulson. He comes in, and he's like, here, read these documents. And he's like, I don't like being handed things. And then Pepper's like, it's fine, because I love being handed things. Here, let's read.
We're having a moment, and it's like, well... I was having 12% of a moment.
An argument could be made for 15!
But that was a reference to earlier when he's like, I own the company. And it's like, I also own the company. 12%, but an argument could be made for 15.
Yeah.
So that's what. Anyway, and then
back to Guardians of the Galaxy, the movie we're supposed to be recapping.
Yeah, and then after that, they come up with a really stupid plan. After they had a heartfelt moment.
Yeah.
And then they go to talk to the Ravengers, and they do. Tell him about the plan, and he's like, I need that guy's eye. And they're like, no, that's a joke.
Rocket doesn't need the eye. And Rocket's like laughing. He's like, I need that eye. Why is that my Rocket voice? I'm a raccoon. I need your eye, son.
And
why would Rocket call him son? That sounds like Whistle Dude more than anybody. Sarah can't handle this right now. Give her a second.
That's great.
Are you okay?
No. I just imagined him throughout the entire movie. Him just, before he says anything, I have a plan.
12% of a plan.
Okay.
What could an argument be made for 15?
Yes. And so they call up one of the officers that had previously arrested them to tell them about...
Quill does.
Yeah, Quill, to tell them about the plan. Yeah. They also do that...
It involves a guy named Richard.
Yeah. And... yeah.
Yeah? They got his Richard message.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a point when he says, I'm paraphrasing here, they got my Richard message.
Yeah.
You know, do you want to know who my favorite Richard is?
What?
My favorite Richard of all time is probably Richard Grayson. You know?
Yeah.
The OG Robin.
How do you get that from Richard? Yes, no sleep.
Sarah, please no.
I'm sorry, but I remembered that from something.
Did you remember that from a Batman comic strip?
No, it's on Hulu, but like
wait, there's a show on Hulu that has that joke?
It's a movie. It's Teen Titans. It's a movie.
Wait, what?
It's on Hulu.
Is it like the actual movie?
Yeah.
The like one in Tokyo? What?
No. I know, just
the Teen Titans movie in Tokyo. Or are you not talking about the 2000s revamp?
No.
Oh. Is it like live action?
No.
What is it?
It's on Hulu.
Okay, I'm interested in this.
I can't show you.
Teen Titans was my childhood. Teen Titans Go is trash. The only redeeming thing about Teen Titans Go is the theory that it's all from Beast Boy's point of view. Back to the story.
They start the plan. The plan is to distract the guy, blow a hole in his ship, go in the ship, and then Gamora unlock the door by destroying a power cell, and then they blow up Ronan, and they're done.
Yep.
That was their plan. It goes horribly wrong.
Not a great plan.
It goes horribly wrong, and they shoot Ronan, but Ronan is still alive. And
stuff goes awry.
And
the day is saved by holding hands.
Yeah. And then they go down. Groot.
Nebula loses a hand.
Yeah. Nebula is like, I don't need this hand anymore. I'm out. And Gamora was like, what just happened?
Yeah, she's like, take my hand. And she's like, no, I don't like you. And then she cuts off her own hand.
And then steals the ship.
Can we just point out how that moment reminded me of when Ninth turned to 10 and the movie where he like lost the episode where he like lost a hand.
Yeah, and it just grows back and he's like, this is a fighting hand.
Yeah.
This is a war hand or whatever.
And then don't they use that hand to like clone him? And then they make 10 too. And then Rose gets to live with him forever.
Yes, but also it still has some
it's not entirely 10 too.
Regenerative energy in it, and Donna touches it and she becomes part doctor, and that's why she had to forget everything. so because her mind was exploding from everything she knew.
Yeah.
So the doctor just made her forget.
Oh, like when Liz?
When Liz! Me!
When Rose looked inside of the TARDIS and she's like, "It's beautiful. I can feel the Earth rotating."
Yeah.
And Doctor had to be like, "Nope, I'm just gonna take this TARDIS juice from you.
Yeah.
You looped up on TARDIS juice.
Yeah,
You're
he
gonna
put
die."
it in the hand.
Yeah.
And that's what she got.
And then did Doctor remove the Doctor from inside of her?
No, he just made
Donna?
her forget.
Okay. So Donna has some Time Lord in her, but she doesn't remember anything.
Yeah. And if she does remember, it is said that she will die.
Oh.
So
that took a turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so he crashes the ship into the ground, and Groot's like, "I got you," and then he dies from that.
Yeah.
But there's a little stick of him, and he
grows into baby Groot.
Yeah.
Because Groots reproduce asexually.
Apparently.
Yes.
And so after they're like, dance battle, and he's like, "Why are we dancing? Distraction!" And then they shoot his this time his hammer, and then
the stone falls out of it,
and then
Quill grabs it.
Quill grabs it, and then he's like, "Ah!" And then everyone touches over or hold hands, and
then they put it in the
first
cube.
they destroy Ronan.
That cube, yeah.
And then they put it in a ball, a sphere, and then he kind of
puts it behind his back. He's like, "Gotta put it in my pocket." And then Whistle Dude's just like, "Hey, give me that." And he's like, that's
"Here you go."
It's bad, but then he gives it to him because Arrow's gonna kill him if they don't. And then hands it over, and he's like, "Dude, don't open that. That's dangerous." And then he walks away, and then
Gamora's like, "You shouldn't have done that." He's like, "Yeah, but he's gonna be really mad when he figures out that that's not real." And this one's like, "Here you go." And then they hand it
over to the Nova. And Nova, what was the lady's name? It was Nova.
Nova Commanders.
No,
all I know.
It was Nova Supreme or Nova whatever.
Yeah, Nova Supreme or whatever.
Whatever. It's
and
fine.
They get a new ship, but it's kind of it's almost exactly like the old one.
But it's shiny.
And they go over what's bad, what's good.
Yeah,
stealing is bad, murder is really bad.
So, yeah, because, Rocket's just like, what if I see someone and they have something and I want it more than they do? Can I take it? And they're like, no. But he's like, no, you don't understand. I want it more. And they're like, still no. And then Drax is like, what if I rip someone's spine out? And he's like, that's kind of murder. So, no, too. It's kind of the worst thing you can do. So, no murder. And no stealing things.
Yeah.
Stay.
And then, so Peter is like, "I'm gonna watch him." And they're like, "You?" And he's like, "Yeah, me." And they go on the ship and they're like, "What are we gonna do? Something good? Something bad? A little bit of both?" And then, they're like, "We'll follow you." And he's like, "A little bit of both." And then they fly off into the sun.
And then we see that inside of the orb that he gave Whistle Dude
was a troll.
We hear that they were glad that they didn't give Quill to his dad because he was a jerk. And then we see a puppy licking the side of the Collector's face. And then the end credit scene. After the credits, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sarah.
Yeah.
What is the end credit scene?
Which?
Oh no! Not the end credit scene. Is the space when the thing with the licking dog. But before that, the not end credit scene is Groot dancing.
Yeah.
Baby Groot dancing.
Baby Groot dancing, and every time Drax looked over, he was like,
"I'm not dancing. What you talking about?" Boy, no, I'm not dancing. What do you mean dancing? Don't be silly.
So, what is your first note?
My first note, I was starting to
the
draw.
notes.
Okay. First note I have is they leave a kid whose mom just died alone. He'll be fine. No! That's not how that works when your mother dies and you don't got a dad. you're kind of traumatized. If your mother dies and you do have a dad, you're traumatized. Especially if you're a kid. And they just leave him alone.
Mine is, I was willing to just dance to the menu. That was gonna be, like, my whole, like, night, just dancing to the... And then the Marvel scene, like, the Marvel theme thing came up. It's like, at this point, we have that memorized. We watched 10 movies.
Yeah. And, next note I have is, Groot. I am Groot. Look, Ma, no hands.
Look, Ma, no hands.
No, it's... Look, Ma, no hands, in quotation marks, because he says, I am Groot. And it's translated, look, Ma, no hands, because he gets his arm, like, blasted off, you know.
And then, I have, how does his Walkman still work? Your answer was Sony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it says Sony on the side, and, you know, Sony owns Spider-Man. So, obviously they're doing something right.
And I was like, this is why, next one was when he was getting tossed around his ship. I was like, this is why we wear seatbelts, Quill!
Yeah. Didn't your mom ever teach you that? Too soon?
Too soon. Then, Groot gives no dangs.
Yep.
He likes water, and any water will do. Because he's drinking from the fountain. And,
no one's stopping him.
Rocket's like, stop it! And he's like... I wasn't doing that. And then Rocket looks away again and Groot goes back to drinking. And Rocket's like, dang it, Groot.
Groot, why? Groot, why you do this?
I have when we see Ronan.
Yeah.
That's when he gets called a pouty child and he still pouts. What do you have? What do you have?
I just drew a picture of Groot, don't mind that. So, Quill says that song belongs to me.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how songs work.
Yeah, that's not how songs work.
I don't think that's how songs work, Quill. I think you need to calm down.
I have after jail.
After the prison?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have Quill equals prison wife, because some dude just walks up to Quill and is like, you're gonna be my prison wife, and then Rocket and Groot are just like, he's our bounty, we're gonna turn him in for money, not your prison wife. Cool it.
And a lot more violently than that, but yes.
With, like, Groot sticking limbs up the guy's nose and...
lifting him up.
I would hate to be that guy.
Yeah, I would hate to be that guy.
Okay, next thing I have is when Drax is, like, holding the knife to Gamora's neck, and then he's like, you know what, you're right, I should just wait for, Ronan to come to me. And then he's like, I like this knife, I'm keeping it. And the guy who he took the knife from is just like, that was my favorite knife.
But yeah, try and take that back from Drax, especially now since he has a knife.
Yeah, I have a quote about Thanos. What do you have?
I have after the prison, after they break out and they're like, cleanse it. I was like, murder, murder, murder.
Why just quoting, just chanting murder, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, apparently there was a cutaway while they were at the prison between now and then, because I just have Thanos, the raisin is here. Thanos, the raisin is here. Next quote I have is, I already said this, but Gamora, I'm going to die surrounded by the biggest idiots in the galaxy.
Yep.
No, you die a different way, Gamora.
R.I.P. Gamora.
Too soon. Too soon.
Too soon.
A song plays.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh wait, I think that's after it. But it's when Cherry Bomb plays.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, is this song from Jim and the Holograms? Because it sounds like Jim and the Holograms. And then I looked it up. No, it's not. It's Cherry Bomb by Runaway.
Yeah. I have way
Runaways,
before that
sorry.
is when we first see the Collector.
Yeah.
And wait, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's before that. Is it?
Yeah, it's that it. I skipped way back. Sorry.
I have when we first see the Collector.
Yeah.
Like the servant is scrubbing something. He's like, "Do you have elbows?" And she's like, "Yeah."
Yes.
I think what she was like cleaning was the
Dark elf?
enclosement for a dark elf,
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
which is from Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah, Dark World has dark elves. Interestingly enough.
And then we see a dog, and I'm like, "Doggy!"
Space pup.
And then I have when Drax calls Ronan.
Yeah.
And we realized he called Ronan, and I was like, "Gosh, dang it, Drax!"
Does you not know how this work? You does not know how this work.
And then they're like, these pods are almost indestructible. I have, and he like wrecks into another one and then takes the guy out.
Yeah.
And he starts driving it with his ship. I was like, let's just drive another ship with a ship.
You know, it works. You know, it might look strange, but it works.
And then I have an argument can be made for 15%, which is when they were coming up with a plan. And that's when Cherry Bomb starts to play.
Cherry Bomb plays, and then Gamora says, oh, no, I have when they, like, break into the place where Ronan and all of them are. Yeah. Quote from Gamora, we're just like Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Because, so Quill and Gamora are talking, and Quill's like, in my land, we have a story about this guy who teaches an entire town to get the stick out of their butt with dancing. He's a legendary man named Kevin Bacon. And Gamora's like, you know, why do they have sticks up their butts? That seems, who put the sticks up there? Like, that seems, like,
and he's
rude.
Like, it's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor, it's a saying. Calm yourself.
Yeah. I have, I realized, I was like, it's the Dark Ether.
Yeah.
It's the ship that Ronan has. I was like, this ship is not very efficient for flying, much less using in a battle. Because how they were doing it was like these orbs, and then the only way you could see out of it was like this large glass window type thing. Mm-hmm. I was like, this is not efficient.
It's ominous, though.
Yeah, but like...
It looks scary.
It is the worst to fly around. There are more efficient ships.
Sarah, what do evil people care about more? Ominousness?
Aesthetics or efficiency? I'm going to tell you it's aesthetics.
I'm with them.
But, okay, so...
I'm also the person to point out that it isn't efficient, but I'm like, but aesthetics.
If I was an evil person, I would be like, a little bit aesthetics, mostly efficiency.
You'd make everything holographic.
I mean, it's easier to get ships in holographic, but sure.
Sarah...
I would get everything in blue. With a little bit of holographic flakes in them.
Just hollow flakies.
Yeah, hollow flakies.
And, maybe some multichrome in there.
Probably.
Some pearlescence, maybe.
Yeah.
Sarah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The next thing I have is when Groot has the, like, lights.
Yeah.
It's, Groot has magic lights. Groot is magic!
Groot is actually magic.
And then Sarah said that he should have a YouTube called Groot is actually magic.
Reference to her YouTube channel.
I am Liz. I am actually magic. Liz is actually magic. That is my YouTube name. You should check me out if you want to. You don't have to, though. But, if you want to, you can. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm rambling now. Sarah, help,
okay,
please.
So, the next note I have is when the ships, interlock to make, like, this force field thing.
Yeah.
I was like, how many people are on this planet to have that many pilots in their army?
Like...
Because that's a lot of people, and usually an army doesn't have that many space, compared to how many people they have. So they might have to have, like, tons of people.
Or just a lot of people are in their army.
Yeah, but
like, there are some countries that require you to be in the military for, like, a certain number of years. So, I mean, plus the people who are there voluntarily, so, it's not that, depending on, like, what their laws are, and, like, maybe it's, how a lot of people, like, want a certain job? Like, a lot of people say they want to be doctors or lawyers. Apparently, maybe here, they all want to, Sarah, microphone.
Sorry, my knee hurts, okay.
I'm sorry. Maybe here they're just like, I want to be a pilot, Nova Corps. For the win.
Okay.
You don't know. Don't judge.
And then
don't judge.
And then I have when the big dark ether falls to the ground and he's after the dance battle. Yeah. I have rocket launcher to the face because that's what Drax basically does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sends a rocket launcher to the... Okay. I have when, they're in the plant. I just have plant ball when, Groot makes plant ball, and then we are Groot. Directly following that.
Groot.
Plant ball, we are Groot.
I have...
No in between.
Right before Yeah. That I have. Imagine being the one to tell the story of you being saved by a raccoon.
In a spaceship.
People will think you're on, like, drugs. Be like, yeah, in the big fight, I was saved by, like, a raccoon in a spaceship. And then be like...
But in that world...
That might make sense.
It would make sense. Because they were all saved by a raccoon in a spaceship, Sarah.
Yes, but, like, if you went to, like, another, like, world and you were, like, telling that story, people would be like, I think you're cray-cray.
Well, check the history books. It happened.
Imagine that being in the history book. A raccoon saved our planet.
Yeah, I mean, a raccoon, Drax, a half Terra, half godlike creature.
Celestian, whatever.
A Gamora. I don't know what the heck Gamora is.
She is
a tree.
No, yeah, and you were saved by a tree.
Someone was saved by a tree, Sarah. Yeah. Someone was saved by a tree.
That's an even crazier story than the raccoon. Like, I was saved by a tree.
Unless you live in a place where lots of Groots are.
Yeah.
Okay, can I point out, one twig grew a Groot.
Yeah.
There were a bunch of twigs scattering the ground after, he died. Maybe they all turned into baby Groots. We have no proof that they didn't. I mean, what?
That's a lot of baby Groots.
I know! Maybe that planet just has an abundance of Groots.
I like to imagine, like, Mommy, look what I found! And it's like a baby Groot, like,
just dancing. Like a hula girl on your dashboard.
Yes. And the mom's like,
okay.
I can't tell you no, but, like, no.
I mean, it does look like that thing that saved our planet, so I guess you can keep it, sweetie.
And then it turns out to be, like, your second child.
Yeah.
That's great.
So, but it only says I am Groot over and over again.
I am Groot.
Yeah. Groot learned 2 new words this movie.
We are. But he never says them again.
Yeah. You know what? I mean,
hard.
Never say never.
Never say never.
I mean, he did turn to dust, so,
yeah.
Maybe say never.
Yeah.
But what if he comes back? Because Spider-Man can't be dead because, he
has another movie.
He has another, unless Spider-Man Far From Home is just Tony Stark crying next to a pile of dust. Unless that is what Spider-Man 2 Far From Home is, I think some of them are going to be alive.
I have a theory of...
You have is it a demon?
A dancing demon knows something isn't quite right there.
I have to say, I haven't seen Buffy, just Sarah quotes that all the time.
God, you hear me? That we're all stuck in some crazy Rocky nightmare. And so, anyway.
Awkward silence for just like 2 seconds.
You and me were just staring at each other.
I'm sorry.
So after that, I have when they killed Ronan with the Power Stone. Yeah. I was like, he's just a little bit dead. Just a tiny bit.
He's not like 100% dead. Just like 99.999999992% dead.
Yeah.
I had to add the 2 because 2 is the best number.
Yes.
It's perfectly. It's there are 2. There are 2 of most things that are good.
Okay.
Do you not agree? There are 2 of a lot of good things.
Okay, anyway.
Your teeth comes in 2s, do they not?
The tooths.
There's 2. They're tooths. They are tooths. Sarah, do you appreciate teeth?
I do.
They come in tooths.
Okay, now that we got our pun in for the day, after that I
Do you want to know what the best 2 is?
What?
The duo of Captain America and Bucky Barnes.
Okay,
that is the best.
Moving on, we have a movie to stick to.
Okay, back to the notes.
The last note I have is sleight of hand. Woo! Because he switches them behind his back.
Because he's fancy.
Yeah.
He got them fancy hands, man. Okay, quotes. Quotes, not notes. Notes, not quotes. Okay.
Notes, not quotes. Quotes, not notes is now what we do.
Okay. So, first off, when he opens the present from his mom, we haven't talked about the present at all. When his mom is dying, she gives him a present. He doesn't open it. But at the end of the movie, he gets the present and he opens it. And how did that present survive the crashing of the first ship?
I don't know.
That's what I want to know. Second off, The next note I have is, so that's why he's called Star-Lord, because his mom's like, my Star-Lord.
My little Star-Lord.
And that's cute. And then, Dancing Groot is my favorite kind of Groot.
The only kind of Groot that should be allowed.
Is the Dancing Groot.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like other kinds of Groot should be allowed. They're just not the favorite.
He's, instead of like Dancing Queen, only 17, it should be Dancing Groot, only a baby.
Dancing Groot. What rhymes with Groot?
Moot.
He got a boot.
He got a boot.
Dancing Groot.
He lives in a boot.
He lives in a boot.
Yeah, because he has to have like a pot. Instead of like a pot, they just put him in a boot.
Dancing Groot, he lives in a boot, having the time of his life. Yes. Yes. Bravo. And then end credits, Space Pup, because the
Space Pup.
The pup in the spacesuit comes up.
Jargo's back.
And then I have a picture that I drew of Baby Groot in a pot.
Baby Groot in
He's
a pot.
not in a boot.
He's not in a boot.
I just gave him a little
An
pot.
argument could be made for 15% of a boot.
It's nothing like a boot, but apparently 15% of a boot. Sarah, okay, guys, I'm concerned that Sarah doesn't know what a boot like. Please send help.
Please send boot for reference.
I'm wearing boots most of the days we meet.
You're not right now, so I don't know
I'm wearing
what a boot is.
socks.
That's not a boot.
You're wearing high-heeled boots.
I guess they could be called boots.
Maybe boots. They're baby boots, maybe boots. I don't know. What the
Maybe
heck?
boots, baby boots.
Yep. Boots is a monkey. Moving
Boots,
on.
Boots.
Boats. So yeah, this is the end of the podcast. Anything you'd like to add, Sarah?
No.
She was just
we're
laughing into her hand. It's fine, guys.
I think we're good for now.
Okay. So, yeah, this is the end of the podcast. You know,
Woot.
if you want to, like, check out Sarah's YouTube channel, it's called The Sarah Way.
All one word.
All one word. She also has an Instagram account. I am Liz is Actually Magic. If you want to check out my YouTube account or Instagram, you can. Thanks to the podcast Camp Half-Blood Radio, because without them, this would still be recording on my iPhone mic. But now, we sound better, because they were like, you know, maybe get a good mic, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do that,
Yeah,
but I'll only get one, because thinking forward's not my speciality.
Because I was excited about a mic.
Yeah, I was
Didn't
like,
think about 2 mics.
I mean, yeah. So yeah, this is the end of the podcast. Boop, 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 boop. The end.
The end.
Now I have to log into my phone to turn off the recording app. Yeah. Songs.